Hi everyone, my name is Nuno. I am an international student from the Netherlands, majoring in marketing at Portland State University, and I'm currently a senior. I'm also a member of ICSP, the International Cultural Service Program at PSU, and today I will tell you a little bit more about one of the fairy tale stories from the Netherlands, which is called the Witte Wieven. The story of the Witte Wieven is centuries old and is very common among the people who live in the Netherlands. According to old popular belief, at nightfall on the Lochemse Berg, which you can see here on the map in the east of the Netherlands, the Witte Wieven would appear. The reason that I chose the fairy tale story of the Witte Wieven is because when I was younger, I used to go to this theme park called the Witte Wieven. They had all these puppets on display, which you see here in the picture, and they also had the option to go on this tour or walk around the forest at night for a chance for you to see a Witte Wieven. The story of the Witte Wieven is about a farmer who owned a lot of land and lived at the edge of the mountain called the Lochemse Berg. He lived there with his daughter named Johanna. Johanna was in love with Albert, which was the son of a poor farmer. Her father thought that the wealthy farmer's son, Hendrik, was a better match, and showed Albert the door. Sad about this rejection, Albert drove up to the mountain in the evening on his horse and he got lost. Unexpectedly, this white figures appeared, and he picked up the rider and his horse and put them back in the opposite direction. Only later, Albert realized that it was the Witte Wieven that did this to him, and what they did was not to scare him or to frighten him, but it was to protect him from the Witte Wieven's pit, in which they would otherwise have collapsed. As a thank you, Albert brought a home-baked cake the next day to the pit as a thank you for the Witte Wieven for saving him and his horse. Hendrik could not charm Johanna. Whatever her father said, Albert remained her favorite. Then her father suggested that they should both take a test. So Hendrik and Albert had to go into the darkness of the night, drive up to the Lochemse Berg, and go to the Witte Wieven's pit. So this is the pit where the Witte Wieven appeared from. And they had to throw in a iron hairspin and say the words, Witte Wieven, Witte Wieven, here I bring the spit. Whoever got back first would have Johanna as his wife. Hendrik was the fastest, as he has the fastest horse, but he got scared in the dark forest and he threw the pit into the bushes and made sure to go home. Albert, who was driven by love, went without hesitation to the pit, and not being afraid of the Witte Wieven, he threw the iron hairspit in it and shouted, Witte Wieven, Witte Wieven, here I bring the spit. Screeching, the Witte Wieven came out of the pit, and they chased Albert on his back. He ran away and ran all the way back to Johanna's house, until he saw that one of the Witte Wieven caught the hairspin and disappeared in the night. Since Albert was the one to return to the house, Johanna's father finally gave them permission to be together, and he congratulated Albert since he gave permission to marry his daughter. As he was the one who was so brave to throw the hairspit into the pit of the Witte Wieven. The Witte Wieven disappeared the other night, and Albert thinks that since he gave them the hairspit, they would not longer come back or dare to chase him. So the next day, they actually found the hairspit back in front of the door, but to their surprise, it was covered in gold. And they believed that the Witte Wieven did this so that Albert and Johanna could finally be together and have enough money as they could sell the golden hairspit. And this is why they were able to get married in the spring and lived happily ever after. This story of the Witte Wieven was passed on by generations and is over 400 years old. The story appears in multiple books and is often a little bit different than this one, but this is the most original story that there is. So with the farmer Albert and then, of course, the farmer's daughter Johanna, and then with Hendrik, the rich farmer's son. So it's actually believed that the Witte Wieven are women dressed up in white sheets almost, so they're almost ghosts, as you could say, and they appear in the night, and that's where they live, is at the Lochemse Berg, which you could see at the beginning of the video. And then they're actually not meant to be seen as like scary or frightening, and actually do good things as long as you leave them alone. Is basically what a lot of people say about them. So again, like they're not scary, even though it might be a little bit of a scary story. Witte Wieven are actually believed to do good and help people, and in this case, help Johanna and Albert to live a long and happy life.